Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video in the Sims. For today we are doing another hiphiprenee challenge. Shell challenge. I said challenge because it's shell challenge and my brain went there. I don't know what happened, but this is the Hip Shell 502 and it's up on the gallery already. If you want to grab it, you can do it. You can use hashtag Shell 502, you can use hashtag Simmuz, and it's up on there. So if you don't know who hiphiprenee is at this point in time on my channel, where I talk about her like every other video, and we beefed for like jokes for April Fools. So if you haven't watched that video, I don't know how you haven't. It has like 500 views, which is like 10 times any other of my videos. And we also talk all the time on Twitter, and we tweet at each other, we talk to each other. So honestly, if you know me and you don't know who hiphiprenee is, I really don't know how. Please tell me how you've been so oblivious all your life. But I highly suggest her content because she is an amazing creator. She is super fun. She does some amazing builds. She does some amazing content. So if you want more Sims content and you're watching my videos and you're like, oh, I really like his videos, but I would love to have more videos like this, go to hiphiprenee channel because she has some great videos. She does so much cool stuff. So yeah. Let's stop talking for a second about hiphiprenee. Let's talk about this build. So she released this challenge, shell challenge. As always, she releases a lot of shell challenges and she tours them on her Twitch channel. And this shell was a little bit weird to me because it was like half open. There was a half walled part and I didn't really know how to work around that one. I decided to go probably the opposite direction that Renee was thinking about when making this build. I think she was going to a more like traditional approach with this build maybe, but I decided to go very like avant-garde, industrial, grungy. Like this is like literally the opposite, super modern, super grungy, industrial. The idea behind this build is that this build was actually a factory in the past and it was refurbished into a house. So it's actually now a livable house, while in the past it was like a factory kind of things. That's why it's like squared and weird and the windows are weird and creepy. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. But I really enjoy how it turned out. I think it's such a cool different thing from what I usually do, but also at the same time I think I do usually do like modern builds, so maybe it isn't that weird, it's just a build. But as always, if you want to download it, it's up on the gallery. You can use hashtag Shell 502, which is the shell, and you're gonna also see all the other shells from all the other people that did the shell. And if you want to check hiphiprenee doing her tours, I'm gonna link her Twitch down below, and also I'm sure she is gonna upload it on her YouTube, as she usually does. So I'm gonna link her YouTube as well and her Twitter as well because she's super funny. So go follow her everywhere. So let's talk a little bit about this house. So this house, I decided to do something weird. So this is for the 2nd of May shell. So obviously I finished it before the 2nd of May. I think I finished it on the 1st. Right now of me recording is the 3rd of May, just so you have a time presence in mind. And I decided to make it a little bit of an interesting build. Not only because it's already like interesting because it's industrial. It has like concrete floors instead of wood, which is something I never do. It's an experiment, guys, experimenting. But also I decided to make it a fun like challenge build. So if you download it, you have 5 future cubes hidden in this build. I know, guys, I used future cubes and literally like the day after, I don't even know if it was the day after or the same day that when I finished this build, the Sim Gurus went crazy on Twitter and talked about like adding something about future cubes. They released, I don't know, they did all of the Sim Gurus tweeted one letter and the letters spelled future cubes, and the future cube apparently in game gives you messages that it's like oh, something about knitting, and you're like, oh, that is related to the new pack that is coming out, Nifty Knitting. And then, oh, this is about something like climbing up the, I don't know, there's so much like theories going around. It's crazy, and it's all about future cubes, and the future cubes are in this build. So if you want to download it, I did add 5 future cubes. They're hidden around the house. You shouldn't have to move any objects to find them. They should be like hidden but visible. So it's not like I've hidden and they're not like visible anymore. I think that some of the future cubes might also be visible in this build, like in this video. Not just when, I don't think I recorded me placing them, but I did, like in the screenshots, you can, I think you can see them. So maybe if you're interested, like let me know in the comments down below if you see any of the future cubes in the screenshots. I would love to know. I don't remember. I think one is definitely visible. About the others, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can also just download this house and look it up and see if you can find every future cube. And let me know in the comments of the build in the gallery. I would love to know if people found all the 5 future cubes. 5, I'm just gonna remember it, like 5 future cubes. One other thing about this build, so there is like this open part, and I didn't really know what to do. So you can see me right here to the kitchen. The kitchen goes next to this open side, and I decided to transform it into the dining room instead of closing it up, because I could have used walls and closed it up, but I was like, no, I don't. I wanna like challenge myself. So the dining room is actually outside. It is covered up, and I think your Sims should be fine in winter, because it is like covered up and everything. But yeah, it's outside. It's super cool. I'm super pleased with how it looks. I think it's one of the coolest thing that is in this house. Also, this house has 2 bedrooms. Upstairs there is a master bedroom and a children bedroom, and there are 2 bathrooms. There is a bathroom downstairs and an ensuite as well. So it is a pretty big house. I love that the parents' house, the parents' bedroom has that big like skylight. You're gonna see it in a second. Right now we're doing the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty like industrial. I really wanted that industrial look and feel, but also at the same time I didn't want to make it like cold. I didn't want this house to feel like nobody lives in it. I still want the house to feel like lived in and warm, and people live in it, and people are like good. I don't know where I was going with that phrase, but yeah. So I think I managed that with like all the clutter and using different colors as well. I think that really helped. But right now we are working on the outside. This is gonna be the dining area. You see like here, this is where I'm placing this dining table. This is the dining table of the house, and it's outside. I'm gonna close it up a second with something special you're gonna see. But I really love it. You can see right now here, and I'm using these Jungle Adventures like plants, hanging plants, to make like a barrier from the outside and the inside. Obviously it's not closed up, so it's still outside, and probably you don't really get much like coverage or anything, but I think that this looks super cool. And then this side we are adding cabinets because we are doing a barbecue area. So there is a barbecue area just outside the dining room, and it's just connected directly to like another dining space for the outside. I made them a little bit smaller because they would clip upstairs in the bedroom, which wasn't really something that I wanted to have. So I think they work decently well. I also tried to do something different with this build, like in my build style, because instead of doing each room at the time, I went and did one room and left some stuff to be done, and then I went to another room and jumped, which is something that I don't usually do. I usually like finishing one room and then moving on to something different. In this case, I don't know why, I decided to jump everywhere, and yeah, it was fun. It's a nice little thing. I don't think it matters at all, but yeah. I also wanted to do something different with the pool, trying to make a cool shape, weird like a geometrical shape. It turns out that every kind of shape of a pool that is not a square, it looks ugly. So it's just a square pool in the end. It's very symmetrical, which it's not in line with the house, it's in line with the lot, which I think it works still, because the house is very offset because there is the garage as well, but I think it's okay. And yeah, it's a nice little house. Again, you can download it. There are gonna be screenshots at the end of the video. I haven't mentioned that, but I mentioned them like indirectly when I was talking about the fact that there are some future cubes visible in the screenshots. But yeah, cool. I was trying to do some sneaky stuff. You saw me for a second there. Since this is a house for hiphiprenee, and if you don't know, she hates the 20th anniversary bathtub, like with a passion. And I understand, I do too. It's such a bad thing, and you don't need me explaining why it's ugly, it's useless, and it's not a good like addition to the game for the 20th anniversary of the game, but that's beside the point. I was gonna do a little sneaky thing. In the end, I decided not to because I cannot bring myself to use that bathtub. I only use it once, and not ironically, in the solid color build, which is probably already out. I'm not sure if it's out already. Maybe it's coming out soon. I don't know. Maybe it's out. You can go watch it. I don't know. I don't know how I'm posting these videos. I basically am doing a lot of recording because I'm not sure when I'm going back to work. So I don't know, getting prepped for work if I'm going back. So we have some videos ready. Yeah, so this is the child's bedroom. The child bedroom, again, like I did in the other shell challenge, it's like divided into separate spaces. I really like doing that. I don't know why. I like having like an area for the bed and one separate area for like desk and toys. I really like that. I liked it when I did it the first time, so I'm doing it again in this bedroom. I like it, and hopefully you guys like it as well. I don't know. It's a fun little thing. Also, all the windows have some like curtains, so in my mind you could draw them. So yeah, it's fine. It's more realistic, I think. And I didn't really want to use like actual curtains. I think this like I don't know what they're called in English. Those kind of curtains, like the one that are, like you can see them like metal maybe, or plastic. Maybe plastic curtains, that's the word, but in Italian we do have a different word, from like curtains made of like long curtains made of fabric, and those like hard plastic curtains. And I think the hard plastic ones work a little bit better with the style, since it is an industrial house. My favorite parts of these builds are probably the bathrooms. The bathrooms are super sleek, super cute, super beautiful and gorgeous. I really like them. Both the ensuite and the actual bathroom of the house are very good. So now we're moving on to the master bedroom. The master bedroom is very pretty as well. I really like the skylight. It looks super, super good. I like doing skylights. I do that in also another video that I don't know if it's out already or if it's coming out, which is the Thin House Challenge by Jimmy Sterner. If this video comes out before the other twos, I just spoiled basically the next 5 videos that are gonna be on my channel, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. So the master bedroom is very, again, modern, contemporary, sleek. I like it. I think it's a good bedroom, and it's very earth tones and very like subdued, very chill, very dark, I like it. I don't know, I like it. I think it works pretty well. I do move that light because right now it's hanging from the skylight, which it's not like something possible. So I think I move it up in a way that it actually touches the skylight. Since the skylight is slanted, it wasn't touching it. But yeah, down we are doing the outside. There is a little seating area here at the barbecue area station. It's just some more seating for the outside. These are actually outside. I mean, they're still covered, so technically they are the same as the actual like dining room, but I think the dining room feels a little bit more closed in because there are the plants, there is like all the half walls, and I don't know, it feels a little bit more closed in than this part, which looks very much outside. And here at the pool side we have some seating, some long chairs, and we also have a couple of umbrellas to cover you up. And yeah, I think we are going to the landscaping The garage, I don't remember if I actually filmed me building the garage, doing the garage part. There is a car in it. There is a car, there is some stuff like some, I think the dine out like big container. Nothing crazy. I don't remember if I actually like show it in the build process, but we'll see. For landscaping, I decided to use a lot of like flowers, these pink flowers. Keeping again very monochrome with the landscaping. I like doing that, so only one type of flowers or one colors of flowers, and also a lot of like this big grass and some bushes. You see everything of me placing all this stuff. I think it looks a little bit less imposing now, the build, because the build was very creepy at first, very like structured and very like harsh, but with the landscaping I think it looks much better. And the garage is full of flowers again, and nice bushes, and I do put in a plant in a little, like you can see here, in the little vase, a little vase, maybe even a little vase with the tree coming out, so it's in the cement, and another tree at the back. And I think we're going to do, yeah, some terrain painting, and then we're gonna go into the screenshots. These are the screenshots. This is the outside of the house, very industrial, very modern. That's exactly what I wanted, and hopefully you guys like it. If you like it, you can download it. You can use hashtag Simmuz. You can use my ID, which is Simmuz, like here on YouTube, but without spaces. You can use hashtag hiphiprenee502. All this stuff is gorgeous and works. So this is the inside. You can see this is the kitchen. I really like the kitchen. It's very modern and sleek, very industrial again, which was basically like, you know, the idea of this thing. And you might see future cubes hanging around if you're careful enough with looking in the screenshots. I saw already one, maybe two. I know where they are. I don't know if they are visible in the screenshots. That's the problem. One was visible. I saw it. So just so you know, one is definitely visible. I think this is the dining room. Obviously, it's super pretty. I think there is another future cube that is visible 100%. But yeah, I really like this house. Hopefully you guys like it, because I really had so much fun making this. Yeah, there is definitely another future cube that is visible now that I think about it. Yeah, anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There are gonna be so many videos coming out that I recorded, because today is recording day. I don't know what's happening with me. This is my third video just today. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, put on notifications so that you know when our next video is coming out. Go subscribe to hiphiprenee, check out her stuff, because she is the creator, the original creator of this shell. I just made it into this house, but the original shell is up on the gallery if you want to try it for yourself as well. And I also highly suggest you follow her, because if you like shell challenges, she actually does a lot of those all the time. So you can go check that out if you like to do shell challenges. She posts them almost every 2 weeks, month, I don't know, bi-weekly, I guess. But yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Go follow everybody, and bye bye.